Okay, folks, we are now going to do our recording, inshallah. Okay, bismillah. We're doing short numerical reasoning, short test 5, sorry. Okay. Right. Question number 1. It says Sandra and Abdul earn £300 between them per day. Sandra earns £25 more than Abdul. How much does Sandra earn per day? So the first thing that we can do, we can actually split it up. So we got Sandra and Abdul. Okay. Now you just let's split up first of all half each, 150 and 150. And that will make £300. But it says that Sandra's earning actually £25 more. Now let me tell you a common mistake that students make. They take £25 off here and add £25 on here. Straight away you've made Sandra £50 more. You haven't made it £25 more. To make Sandra £25 more, you don't do this. This is the common mistake. You do this. So when you take £12.50 of Abdul, straight away Sandra has £12.50 more. When you add £12.50 onto Sandra, you've made Sandra now £25 more. And we'll find out when you actually work it out now, manually work it out. So 150, take away £12.50 will give us £137.50. And that will give us £162.50. And if you get a calculator, if you want to quickly check, and you minus them, you'll find out that 162.50 is £25 more than 137.50. So it actually works exactly. So you have to be careful with the wording and understand it properly. So Abdul, his money is here, and Sandra's money is there. Remember, if you want to make somebody £25 more, you don't take 25, add 25. You take half of 25 and then you add the half of 25, and that makes it then exactly £25 difference when you've worked it all out. Okay, next question. Sandra spends a quarter of the combined daily earnings while Abdul spends 30% of it. How much does Sandra spend? Well, Sandra spent a quarter of her daily earnings. Okay, if Sandra earned £162, okay, Sandra spends a quarter of their combined daily, okay, lovely. Quarter of the combined, so the combined was 300 and she spends a quarter, bang, done. How much does Abdul spend? Abdul spent 30% of it, so he spent 30% of 300. Okay, Idris, put your microphone on and do this question with me now. Go.
You find 10% of 300, which is 30, then times it by 3 to make 90 quid.
Fantastic. So you remembered your method properly. Lovely. Good. Okay. The question says, stay on Idris. It says, how much was left over? So don't forget, we started with 300 first. So the first person spent £75 and the next person spent £90. So what's going to be the answer then for E?
135, because 75 and 90 is 165. 300 take away 165 is 135.
Fantastic, young man. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to the next question quickly. That's how we do it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's drop off these numbers here. Okay, we don't do that one there. Okay, question number 2, Eliza, quickly. Eliza, microphone on, please.
What you have to do is
read the question.
What you have to do, 5 identical small cubes and 1 large cube have a total mass of 5.4 kilograms. When 2 small cubes are removed, the total mass falls to 4.6 kg as illustrated below.
So when you take 2 small cubes off, what does the mass become? It goes from 5.4 to 4.6. So what is 5.4 minus 4.6, Eliza?
It is 0.4. I mean 0.8.
0.8. So 2 cubes has the mass of 0.8 kilograms. That's how much you've removed. So what is the mass of one little cube, Eliza?
0.4 because you have to divide it by 2.
Absolutely correct. Well done, madam. So that gives you 0.4. That's where the 0.4 comes from. So I want to ask anybody who's in this class, did I do the question without working out?
No.
Is it possible to do the question without working out?
No.
No, it isn't. So we have either some professor in our class who's sitting there, mashallah, and he's pulling all these questions out from the Wi-Fi or from the internet or something, straight from the air, fresh air, and writing them down with their masterness worth of cleverness. Okay, what is the mass of one large cube? So now we know what the small ones is worth. So we got 4.6 kilograms for this one here. Okay, 4.6 kilograms. And we got, this is 0.4, 0.4, and 0.4. So what's 0.4 at 0.4 at 0.4? Give us
1.2.
1.2. So 4.6 minus 1.2. Lisa, keep on going.
It's 3.4.
Fantastic. So you got to remember that each one of the little ones is 0.4. You got 3 of them. So you're going to remove 1.2. Done. Okay, the next question, these are really quickly, keep it going.
The volume of a large cube is 64 centimeters 3, and a small cube is 27 centimeters 3. What is the length of one edge of the large cube?
Okay, now if it's a volume of a cube, a 64, so we're looking for cube numbers. So a number multiplied by itself and multiplied by itself to give you 64. So we say 4 times by 4 times by 4 is equal to 64. Or we can say 64 cube rooted is equal to 4. So both ways we get the same kind of answer. So you need to cube root the number 64, or which is the same as saying which number times by itself 4 times will give you 64. So let me write that in there. So you've got a 4 in there, a 4 in there, and a 4 in there, which gives you a volume of 64 centimeters cubed. Done. Next. Read the next question.
What is the area of one face of the small cube?
Well, the small cube's over here. Well, small cube, you got to do the same thing. So you got to do 27 and cube root it. So what number multiplied by itself 3 times will give you 27?
9.
The answer is
9.
3. You know, you answered the wrong. You answered the end question, and the question I'm asking is 3. So this is 3, this is 3, and this is 3. And when they're all 3, then that gives us a volume of 27. Okay, now the question is, what is the area? Well, if this is 3 and this is 3, then the area is equal to?
9.
9. It's 9 now. Oops, I put cube in there. Okay, are we happy with that now, Lisa?
Yeah.
Are we all happy with that? The class, put your little hand up next to your name if you're happy with that answer. So first of all, we got a cube root to 27. That gives us 3. And then we have to get the 3, put it onto our little square on the front face, and multiply it by itself because everything is 3. That gives you 9. Next. Okay, Lisa, read the next part.
What is the ratio of the area of one face of one large cube to one face of one small cube?
Okay, so we haven't done the large one yet. So let's do the large one. So the large one's over here. So we say it's 4 by 4. Now I'm not talking about Range Rovers. So 4 times by 4 is
16.
Okay, now let me do something here. Copy, paste, and there's a small one. Okay, what's the area of the small one? We said the area of the small one is?
The area of the small one is 9.
9. So the ratio is 16 to 9. Finished, done, completed. There's no cancelling that can be done. They don't have any. They can't be cancelled. Okay, I want you all to feast your eyes on these questions so far. Okay, if anybody is doing these questions and they haven't got at least that much amount of working out, I don't know what they're doing on this course. Yeah, that they're doing a math paper without writing something down. Even if you're working out quarters, divide by 4. If you work at 30%, you start with 10, count by 3. If you look at how much money is left over, is 300 minus 75 minus 90. You have to be writing stuff down. you have to be doing working out in order to work out the answer. Yeah, you can't just arrive at the answer without doing any process. It's like me saying, I'm going to travel from my house to Elisa's house in Coventry, but I'm not going to drive my car. I'm just going to arrive at our house. So Elisa's going to say to me, sir, how did you get here? I said, no, well, I just came. Sir, how did you get to my house? Did you drive? I said, no, I just thought about it and I was here. Elisa says, sir, are you mad? You got some kind of jinn problem. I said, no, I don't have any of those problems, but I just thought about your house and I arrived there. It doesn't work like that in real life. You can't just arrive at your destination without making effort to get there. There's this thing called a journey. If I want to get to Coventry, I have to travel to Coventry. I have to go on the Coventry Road, the A45. Is that right, Lisa?
Yeah.
There you go. Lisa knows the route. So please don't tell me you could do this question without doing working out. That's impossible. Okay, question number 3. Okay, let's have Mr. Idris jump in now. Idris, your turn. Elisa, microphone off, please.
Okay.
Read, Idris.
On the 29th December, what time does Hello Hey Zoo close? Answer in 24-hour format.
Okay, so they've got opening times. So they got different times of the year. February to July, July to September, October to February. So if it's talking about December, are we going to be in the top, the middle, or the bottom one? Which one?
The bottom.
The bottom one. You got to look at the right one. So the bottom one is over here. So what time does it close?
4:30.
4:30 p.m. How do we change p.m. into 24-hour clock? What do we do?
You at 12.
You add 12 to the hours. So that gives you 16:30. Did you get that right, Idris?
Yes.
Well done. So why are you hesitating for them? Yeah? Okay, next question. Read, carry on going. Go.
On Friday, 19th July, Kate arrived at 11:30 and leaves half an hour before it closes. How long does she spend at the zoo?
Okay, so let's look at the dates now. It says July. So July, it says 19th of July. So is it going to be top, middle, or the bottom?
The top.
The top one. So let's look at the times there. It has to be the top one. It says 19th of July. So it'll be the top one. And
But then it says every Friday in June and July, the zoo will close at early time.
So we got extra bit of information here at the bottom. It closes at 3 p.m. So what time did she arrive? She arrived at 11:30.
See?
Okay.
And
then
at
what time did she leave?
2:30.
Okay, so she left at 2:30 because it closes at 3 o'clock. And she leaves half an hour before. So you have to work out the time from between these two. So how much time is from 11:30 to 2:30?
3 hours.
So that's 1, 2, and 3. Absolute 3 hours bang on.
30 again. Or that 1:30.
Say that again.
And after 12:30, did you put 11:30 or
No,
1:30?
that's 1:30. That's just the dots. The dots is 1:30. So it's 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. Done. Okay, excellent. Next question. Read question C for me, please. Go.
The group of admissions are recorded in a particular week. A day's number of group of admissions. Monday 24, Tuesday 19, Wednesday 14, Thursday 25, Friday 13. What is the mean number of the group of admissions in that particular
Okay,
week?
so what's the key word which I've highlighted?
Mean number.
Okay, what does the mean number mean?
When you add all of them up and divide by how many there are.
Okay, that's fantastic. I'm going to write them down in this format, but obviously.
95.
And then you divide it by how many?
5.
Okay, that's lovely. What question number is that? Is that 2C or 3C?
3C.
3C. Okay, fantastic. So it gives you 95, and then you divide it by
5.
50 divided by 5, sorry. And then that gives you an answer of
19.
19. So the word mean means work out the total divided by how many they are. Okay, fantastic. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. Ayan got one right over here. Okay. Okay, Mr. Ayan Saab, you got your turn. Idris, thank you for that, young man. Well done. Excellent. Okay, Mr. Ayan, your turn. Read.
What is the perimeter of the whole shape?
Okay, you got this question right. And so what did you do? Explain.
So I did. They say on the top an equilateral triangle which with each side equal to 4 centimeters
Okay.
is tessellated to give the shape below. So I
So,
did 4 triangles.
so if you start from here, what does the word perimeter mean first of all?
Like when you add all of those like sides.
Yeah, so the word perimeter means the distance around the shape, the distance. We got to travel all the way along here. And how many sides do we have, Ayan?
12.
12. And what's the length of each side, Ayan?
4.
And what's 12 times by 4?
48.
That's how we do it. Next. What is the angle X? So what's the name of the triangle again?
Equilateral.
Okay, I don't know why that line's so wonky. Hang on a second. Let me just turn the iPad around. Okay, what's equilateral triangle have the angles to be each? Ayan?
60.
Okay, how are they 60? Because they're all equal. So you have 180 in total. You divide it by 3. So the answer is?
60.
Okay, fantastic. How many lines of symmetry does an equilateral triangle have?
3.
Absolutely. How come you got that question wrong then? Here's line symmetry. 1, 2, and 3. Done. Okay, fantastic. Lovely. Question number 3, read.
If 3 of the individual triangles in the shape are to be shaded blue, what percentage of the tessellation would be shaded?
Fantastic. Okay, right. Right. Let's do that then. So this is blue. This is blue. And this is blue. So how much of the shape is blue, Ayan, now?
3 squares, triangles.
3 triangles out of how many?
12.
Fantastic. 3 out of 12. Let's go back to this now. How do I change that fraction, Ayan, into a percentage? What do we do?
You do
Go on. Come on.
100.
You times it by?
100.
100 over 1. Fantastic. Now what do we do? We try to
Cancel.
cancel. I'm hearing the right words. Keep on going. Cancel for me then.
So 100, 3 and 12.
Good. Cancel that way first. Excellent. Go on then.
1 and 4.
Fantastic. Keep on going.
And then you do
That way, cancelling. What do you cancel them by?
4.
4. Well done. That gives you 1 and
25.
25. Let's finish it off now. So the top numbers timed by itself, and the bottom numbers timed by themselves. So what's the answer, Ayan?
25%.
Okay. Next, last question. See, Ayan, it's amazing how many questions you could do right by if you work them out. Can you see that, Ayan? Ayan, can you see that if you do the work, you can get them right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know that on that page, half the questions you done them by yourself. I just done the writing out. Okay, you didn't understand about the equilateral triangles. Okay, that's a nice straightforward representation. You need to learn that. 60, 60, 60, 3 lines of symmetry, order of rotation symmetry is 3. Okay, question number 5. Let's have Mr. Mani Saab Man. Let's go. Mr. Mani, unmute and get cracking. Read the questions. Go. Okay. What is the probability of the spinner landing on a multiple of 3? So that's the 3 times table. and that one, and that one. So how many chances do you have of hitting a 3 then? 3.
Half.
3 out of 6. Okay. By you saying a half, you're just reading the answer. You're not doing any working out. Probability of something happening is 3 chances out of 6. 3 out of 6 will cancel down to a half. So half is the final answer. Okay, read part B now.
What's the probability of the spinner landing on a prime number?
Okay. Okay, so which one's the prime numbers then? What is the prime number?
A number that is
That only divides by 1 and itself. So the what's the first prime number that we have?
1.
1 is not a prime number. The first prime number is 2, then it's 3, then it's 5, then it's 7, 11. Them are the first 5 prime numbers in that family of numbers. So they're looking for the prime numbers from the family that match into the grid. So let's have a look in the grid then. How many of them are prime? 1, 2, any more?
3.
No, there's no 3. That's it. Look, the prime numbers are here. Here's prime numbers. And how many of them are there? So 3 is there and 7 is there. There's no other number there. So how many of them is it then?
2.
That we said the probability of a prime. Okay, that's 3 times table. The probability of a prime is equal to 2 out of 2 out of 6.
Yeah.
Okay, what will that cancel down to, money?
1/2 or half.
That will cancel down to 1/3, not 1/2. Because 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay?
Oh, wait.
Okay, next question. Question C, read.
What's the probability of the spinner landing on a cube number?
Okay, what are cube numbers? Cube numbers are numbers that time to give you volumes 1 time by 1 time by 1, 2 time by 2 time by 2, 3 time by 3 time by 3, 4 time by 4 time by 4. These are cube numbers. So how many of those numbers are above?
2.
How many?
2.
Absolutely correct, young man. Which ones are they? 1 and?
8.
Fantastic. So the probability of a cube number is equal to 2 out of 6, which is 2 over 6, which cancels down to 1/3. Done. Okay, next one. Question D. Here comes the fun stuff.
If spun twice, what's the probability that both spins add up to 10?
Okay, so if you spin it twice, what's the probability that the sum of both spins add up to 10? So we need to look at the diagram here now of how many possibilities there actually are. Now, how many ways are there of making a 10? Give me a second. I'm going to fix that now. 1, 3, what's next? 1, 3, 6, and we have 7 and 8 and 9. 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. I got to use the numbers above, and we got to make them from that. Let's have another go. Okay, let's get this number over here at the bottom. Okay, so we got 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are the numbers we need to be looking at. Okay, now which ways can we make the 10 now? We can have 1 and a 9. Moni, you happy with that one?
Yeah.
Okay, what about 3 and a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, what about 6? Well, 6, well, there's no 4. 7 and 3?
Yeah.
Okay, what about 8? No, 8 and 2, there's no 8. What about 9 and a 1?
Yeah.
Excellent. So how many combinations is that then?
4.
4 combinations. So there's 4 ways of making a 10. If you throw the dice, there's 36 combinations. 4 of them are going to be a total of 10. So what can we do with that total, with that fraction? Can we cancel it down?
Yeah.
What will cancel down by?
4.
4. Well done. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Done. What is the order of rotational symmetry of a regular hexagon? And the key word is regular and hexagon. How many sides does a hexagon have, Mani?
7. 6.
6 sides. And if it's regular, that means every single side is the same length. So that means it will have 6 rotational symmetry, which is the same as the number of sides it has. So that's where the 6 comes from. So you can turn the shape 6 times in one complete turn before it becomes back to its original shape. Okay? Okay, the maths paper is done. Okay, we don't need to make a video for the English paper, so I'm going to stop the video now, inshallah. And then we're going to just quickly go over the, okay, let's stop the